All right, I'm building this steampunk speakeasy scene or image, and to do that, I'm gonna use Kraken. But I'm gonna start with a 3D space. What I did here is that so I went to the main page, and I started with this photo studio. This is started with the new project, and this is going to give me a blank space. So I did a few things here. I started adding objects from the primitive collection, like this box, um, just resizing it kind of to make the shape of a bar. After that, I started moving stuff around and created a background for this scene. And then I went to the AI texturing tools, which is this one, and just accommodate this thing and just put it in the right place. Send it to the back, kind of like that. Make it a little bit larger. Just to illustrate how I build this, I went to the AI texturing scene. I described brass pipes intertwined with mahogany furnishing, and it gave me this kind of texture, which really doesn't matter. What we're looking for is the pattern. But you see, we have copper uh, pipes and things like that, and so with doing that, I built this scene in here that I'm using to direct. Oops, it's not that one. It's this one. All right, so I built this space. As you can see, that is that texture in the background. And then I start bringing objects from the 3D collections that we have here. So all of these bottles came from the Alien Saloon collection, like here. This beer glass. Oops, come on. This beer glass came from there too. And I'm holding Alt and dragging to make copies of those objects. And that's how I build this. So this gas lamp, those posters, uh, the boxes to create the bar. Uh, I imported everything like that, and then I have these sort of like low polygon characters that I imported into a glow stick by going into the upload tool and then uploading them. These are GLB files. They're very small, but as you can see, they're not textured or anything. But it doesn't really matter because what we're looking for is the overall shape of the figurines, of the characters. And with that, we are going to use that as a reference to create some steampunk, speakeasy sort of vibes. And let's do that right now. I'm just going to arrange the camera here in a way that it looks like a bar. So something like this. This is probably gonna get cut off, the whatever's in that corner. So let me do this. And this guy probably shouldn't be here. Let's see. Just trying to arrange this so it looks like they're having conversations or something like that. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's start with Kraken now. Wait, I'm gonna go back and press enter to deselect that. Go into Kraken, and this is the prompt that I wrote here, and I got it from ChatGPT. So I kind of asked ChatGPT to describe a speakeasy scene, and it gave me this portion. So a speakeasy where brass pipes intertwined with mahogany furnishing, and patrons sip on mysterious concoctions under the soft glow of gas lamps. And then I added steampunk style and art station. That's going to help a little bit in defining the style of the image. I'm gonna turn alchemy on. I put blurry here on the negative prompt to have something there, but you don't really need it. Um, I'm going to try it with Kino Excel. Gonna leave the image strength to 30%. What this is doing is that it's telling Kraken, hey, um, use 30% of influence from this image to generate this other image, right? So the higher this percentage, the closer it's going to get to this image. The lower, the more it's going to deviate. So if I do this at 10%, you're probably not even retaining any of the composition that you have in here. So the default is 30%, and I'm going to start there. And here on the style, I'm gonna say, let's just do photography for now. See if we can create something photorealistic. Generate. All right, here we go. So let's see what's happening here. So we can see that there's a wall in the back. That's part of this composition. We have that bar. We have the bottles, sort of. But it's not really like, you see how it turned these people into pipes and things like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the strength here to like 39 to see if that helps. So let's generate again. Okay, so now this is not working out. Let's see what we can do here. I think when something like this happens, you go like, okay, well, maybe let's change from photography to creative. Let's just try a different style. You see, I'm not changing this strength again. I just want to see if only this one setting can recognize that these are the characters that we want in the scene. So let's generate again. Okay, that didn't work. So let's see what we can do here. I think that at this point I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna change the camera angle. I'm just gonna get closer to the characters, right? I don't need to see the whole body. So let me just do this to see if this works better. Alright, so Kraken again. I'm gonna go for the same Kino Excel, because what I'm trying to figure out right now is if this model is a good model to generate this scene. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to creative, gonna keep it in 30%, and let's see if at least now we get a bar, you know, the backside of the bar with the bottles, and then we have people in the front. Okay, so now just changing the camera angle and going with this angle, at least we have people now in the scene. All right, and we have this bar in the background. We have this countertop here, and we have some sort of weird windows, gas lamp. Now we're gonna start working on this. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to increase the strength to see if that helps define a little bit more of these characters. Now you see how we're getting all of them with the same clothing. We can change the color of these characters a little bit later, but let's try this again. All right, this is all right. This is getting closer to what we're looking for. We're after this sort of steampunk style, but it's a speakeasy, so it's like an illegal bar. And let's see what's happening here. So it's probably, let me see. So it's thinking that this character is a bookcase or something like that, or cabinet. And this character is this one. It's getting confused with these two. You know what? I'm going to increase the strength here. And I'm going to generate again. But I mean, we are getting closer to what we're looking for, and this is part of the process. It's just trying again and trying again until you find what you're looking for. All right, here we are. You see, just increasing the strength to 34% from 30. Now it's giving me 4 characters closer to the colors that we chose in here. All right, so now we have something to work with. This is interesting. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to generate another one, but first, you see this empty space here, and how this is getting cut off. I'm gonna move the camera to the left. I mean to the right, so that we can have less space in here. And let's see if that helps get a better composition here. All right. Now this guy, it's like looks like it's behind that other one. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? About getting cigarettes? Where is it? This guy's not even paying attention to this other guy. You know what? Let's just duplicate. Let's see. Oh no, I have to bring. So I want to bring another one of these characters. So I'm going to. Let me just use this guy that is completely hidden over there. And go to my collections. I'm gonna look for those characters. Where are they? This is the female. Okay. And let's apply this texture to her. Which one? This one? That one? Blue? That's fine. Just adding more variation to the scene. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Let's see what we got in here now. I really changed it more than what I wanted to, so let's see if that didn't mess things up. Alright, this is interesting. What is this? Alright, let's increase this strength to 34 like before. Keeping it in creative. Generate again. I like putting the camera like in these angles. I think it's more interesting than just straight on. Alright, here we go. What is this guy wearing? Let me go back here. Let's make this guy like the center focus of the scene. Okay, Dino. We're gonna go up to 34%. I'm pretty sure that the ArtStation token here, it's doing something. So once I get what I'm looking for, I'm gonna remove this to see exactly what it's doing. All right, let's increase this, and I'm gonna change this to dynamic. And these are other images that I've generated in the last, I don't know, let's see. I've been building this for about 15 minutes. And these are the images that I started with. So I started with something like this. Then as I was building without adding characters, I started getting closer to what I was looking for. And once the space, like the environment, was closer to what I had in mind, then I started adding the characters. And this is a pretty good one that I got early on, and then the rest. So, this is interesting. I like it. All right, let me do this. Let me try at like 23% to see if it doesn't make them all the same color, like the whole body the same color. If it only uses the colors for, the reference for clothing and things like that. Oh, look at this. It's just holding the lamp. What? The lamp is her hand? Huh. Alright. Let's see. Let's look at different style. See, environment, illustration, photography. Why not? Basically lowering the strength, make the suit purple. It changed the lady to a man. It made the guy's clothing yellow, but I didn't make his whole body yellow, and that's what we're looking for. This is what we had before, right? And this, and then lowering the strength gave us this. And so, all right, I'm liking this. All right, this is pretty cool. I don't know why this is in the back, but we can remove that in Photoshop, probably. I'm just gonna generate a few. Same settings, just exploring now. And then what I'll do next is that I'll change from Kino to Diffusion XL or just different ones, and keep everything else the same. All right. So let's try something else, something like Vision XL. So you see how we are in 23%, and it's not. It's kind of retaining some of the composition that we have. So this bright spot of light, it's in the same place as this. Maybe this line for the countertop, it's the same. The position of this character and this one, but everything else is just kind of doing a different interpretation. And that's what happens when you do these things. You see, now Vision XL doesn't even know what to do with these characters at these settings. So, but if I increase the strength here, let's see, like 37%. Okay, we're back to purple people. Let's try diffusion. Actually, you know what? Let me see absolute reality. This one is going to be interesting and dynamic. I don't know what's going on here, but what are these? Are those seats? This is pretty freaking good, with the exception that I don't know what's in this guy's mouth, but this is very interesting. So let's see. This image is only considering the very, very, very center of this, so it's excluding those and this side. You know what? I'm gonna generate again, see if we get lucky. But this one looks pretty good. You can Photoshop this thing out. And this, I mean, it looks very AI generated, kind of fake, but it's interesting. Uh-huh. Okay. He really wants to drink because he has two drinks. Maybe he's sharing this one. But I'm liking this style, you know? So maybe, okay, so absolute reality at 37%, dynamic. What about creative? And then the next one, I'm just gonna go back to 3D, move the camera a little bit, see if I can get this character a little bit more into the frame, and then try again. This thing, it's still getting in his mouth. So, alright, let me just, very small change, just doing this. Okay. And it's going into absolute reality. 30, let's just do 36. And we were in creative. Let's try general, why not? Oh, I like it. This is pretty cool. Alright, let's do another one, and then I'll stop here. Same settings with general setting here. It'll be good to have this arm in frame. Let's see if we get lucky with that. But I think that these are pretty cool. But the main point here is that you go from one model to another, and the difference is big. See how we were working for about 20 minutes on these models, and then the moment we changed it to absolute reality, it started getting, closer to what we're trying to do. So it's a matter of experimenting until you get results that you're looking for, and then you kind of move the camera, keep trying. But you see, now we're at this point, we're in a very consistent place, right? So it's generating different characters, but it's using this image as guidance, but it's also taking creative liberties. But right now we know what we're getting. So from here you can spend another hour just changing the characters, rotating them, maybe changing stuff in the background, lowering the strength, increasing the strength, maybe adjusting a little bit the prompt here. Let's just delete the art station to see if that changes anything. But I like this lighting and the composition. I like where this is going. And now things like this don't really bother me that much because we can clean that up in Photoshop. Hands you can also clean in Photoshop. And let's see. She's a server and she has this mixed up thing. So okay. All right. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to stop recording now. Have a good day.